AC Variety takes pride in showcasing the stories that the big networks have no interest in telling. This is one of those stories.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oak Forest High School for Defying Epilepsy, a benefit concert. I am Michael Blakely, a teacher and the drama director here at Oak Forest, and I'm honored to be your MC tonight.
Your mic?
Yeah. Oh, hi, sorry. At this time, please silence your cell phones as we take you on a tour of Broadway, from the crowd favorites to your new favorites. We'd like to thank you for coming. Now sit back and enjoy the show. No problem.
It's just what we need.
Giants, let
What an opener. Isn't it great to see so many young, talented students come together for such a great cause? After all, that is why we are here tonight. This year, the department chose to support Camp Blackhawk in honor of Oak Forest alum Connor Morrissey. Each summer, children and teens come together and enjoy all the fun activities and friendships that come with a trip to Camp Blackhawk while leaving behind various challenges epilepsy can bring to their daily lives. They are all surrounded, some for the first time, by dozens of other kids who know exactly what having epilepsy means. They don't have to worry about what people will think if they have a seizure or about being excluded from activities. Moving on for our first solo tonight, I'd like to bring up Tia Nolan. She'll be singing On My Own from Les Mis.
We may not yet have reached our glory, but I will gladly join the fight. And when our children tell their story, they'll tell the story of tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight. Tonight.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear?
Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand.
Raise a glass to freedom, something they can never take away. No matter what they tell you,
Someone will come running to take you home.
raise a glass to all of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us, telling the story of tonight.
Out of the shadows, the morning
They'll tell the story of tonight.
is new.
All is new.
All is new.
It's only a matter of time. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. And when our children tell their story, you will be found. They'll tell the story of tonight. No matter what they tell you,
Tomorrow there'll be more of us.
telling the story of tonight. The story of
Those two wonderful performers were Maddie Mackerlin and Olivia Lugo singing Found Tonight, a mashup of songs from the musicals Hamilton and Dear Evan Hansen. Next, we have the Oak Forest High School Cadet Choir singing You'll Be Back, also from Hamilton. Enjoy.
The price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, but you are on the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man.
Remember you belong to me. You'll be back. Time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall.
many poor people. I realize, of course, that it's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, diddle 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 digga digga diddle diddle dum. All day long I'd bitty bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work God. Diddle 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 dum. If I were a bitty bitty rich, digga digga diddle diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A mountain roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each of them will end like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, diddle 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 dum. All the day long I'd bitty bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work out. Diddle 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 dum. If I were a bitty bitty rich, digga digga diddle diddle man, I'd see my wife, my Golda, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising Creoles to her heart's delight. I'd see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important man in town will come to fawn on me. They would ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the Wise. If you please, Rebetevia, pardon me, Rebetevia, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I'd discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, diddle 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 dum. All day long I'd bitty bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work on. Diddle 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 digga digga dum. If I were a bitty bitty rich, digga digga diddle diddle man. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man?
hope you all enjoyed the rich sounds of Jake Camper performing If I Were a Rich Man from Fiddler on the Roof. Next, we have a performance by the Oak Forest Jazz Band. They'll be heating things up with Summertime from Porgy and Bess, featuring Maggie Gardner on vocals. And we hope that puts you in a good mood, because after that, they'll be performing Feeling Good, featuring Kinsey Carrera on vocals.
I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom in a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And the soul world is a new world, and stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Sentiment pine, you know how I feel. And freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel so good. I'm feeling good. I know my heart don't care what people say. All I know is that I've never felt like this. And besides, I wouldn't change him if I could. No man's all good. I always knew what I was taking on, but I always felt that I could change his ways. Even if my man will never fall in line, I'm glad he's mine, 'cause you love who you love, and you
came up to the ground while another 100 people just get off of the bus and are looking around, and another 100 people who get off of the plane and are looking at us who got off of the train and the plane and the bus maybe yesterday. It's a city of strangers. Some come to work, some to play. A city of strangers. Some come to stare, some to stay, and every day the ones who stay can find each other in the crowded streets and the garden parks, by the rusty fountains and the dusty trees with the battered bars, and they walk together past the poster walls with the cruel remarks, and they meet at parties through the friends of friends who they never know. Will you pick me up or do I meet you there? Shall we let it go? Did you get my message? Cause I looked in vain. Can we see each other Tuesday if it doesn't rain? Look, I'll call you in the morning or my cervix will explode. And another 100 people just get off of the train. It's a city of strangers. Some come to work, some to play. A city of strangers. Some come to stare, some to stay. And every day, some go away. Or they find each other in the crowded streets and the garden parks, by the rusty fountains and the dusty trees with the battered box, and they walk together past the poster walls with the crude remarks, and they meet at parties to the friends of friends who they never know. Will you pick me up or do I meet you there, or shall we let it go? Did you get my message? Cause I looked in vain. Can we see each other Tuesday if it doesn't rain? Look, I'll call you in the morning or my cervix will explode. And another 100 people just get off of the train. And another 100 people just get off of the train. And another 100 people just get off of the train. And another 100 people just get off of the train. And another 100 people just get off of the train.
That was a lot of words. But she killed it, didn't she? That was Emma Davidson with Another 100 People from the musical Company. The song before that was a great example of how these kids can do more than just sing. That was Love Who You Love from Bonnie and Clyde, sung by Olivia Earle and Mackenzie Barnes, with an original dance by Haley Kemnick and Jordan Solner. Our next performers will be the Oak Forest Show Choir singing The Greatest Show from the musical The Greatest Showman.
Go.
behind the center ring.
Seeing all these smiling faces, I'm still lonely pondering.
Who would want to join this madness?
Who will change my monogram?
Who will be
Part of my circus, who will love me as I am? Who will ever come to say I love you? Send me flowers or a telegram. Who will proudly stand beside me? Who will love me as I am? Who will proudly stand beside me? Who will love me as I am?
I saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said when we saw your first letter arrive? She said, "Be careful with that one, love. He will do what it takes to survive." You and your words flooded my senses. Your sentences left me defenseless. You built me palaces out of paragraphs. You built cathedrals. I'm rereading the letters you wrote me. I'm searching and scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of sign. And when you were mine, the world seemed to burn. Burn. You published the letters she wrote you. You told the whole world how you brought this girl into our bed, and clearing your name, you have ruined our lives. Do you know what Angelica said when she read what you had done? She said, "You have married an Icarus. He has flown too close to the sun." You and your words obsessed with your legacies. Your sentences border on senseless, and you are paranoid in every paragraph how they'll perceive you. I'm erasing myself from the narrative. Let future historians wonder how Eliza reacted when you broke her heart. You have torn it all apart. I'm watching it burn. Watching it burn. The world has no right to my heart. The world has no place in our bed. They don't get to know what I said. I'm burning the memories, burning the letters that might have
song was on fire. I like you guys. That was Burn from the musical Hamilton, performed by Alyssa Ryan. Before that, we had Carolina Padilla and Maddie McLaughlin performing Who Will Love Me As I Am from the musical Sideshow. Next, the Oak Forest Senior Treble Choir will be performing Girl Gone ABBA from Mamma Mia. Enjoy.
Honey, honey, how he thrills me. Honey, honey. Honey, honey, nearly kills me.
before the sunrise, I must think of the moonlight, and I mustn't give in. When the dawn comes, tonight will be a memory too, and a new day will begin.
Thank you, Miriam Melodonna, for that wonderful rendition of I Dreamed a Dream from Les Mis. Before that, we had Brooke Lauer singing Memory from Cats. You know, I wish I had a better memory, because then I'd be able to remember some of my dreams. Thanks. Brace yourself, because up next we have the Tinley Park Concert Choir performing Get Ready and Dancing in the Streets from Motown the Musical.
Come on, troops. Oh,
Really?
God, come on.
Five, six, seven, eight.
Calling out around the world, are you ready for a brand new beat?
Summer's here and the time is right for dancing in the street.
They're dancing in Chicago,
In the street. Down in New Orleans.
up in New York City.
All we need is music, sweet music. Baby, music everywhere.
days are so busy, it's making me dizzy. There's so much I gotta do. There's lunches and meetings and poetry readings and endless interviews. Gotta pose for a portrait and how I deplore sitting there for eternity. Then it's off to the inn where my innkeeper friend wants to name a drink after me. Then it's back to my room where I resume my attempt to write a hit. Just me and my beer and the terrible fear that I might be losing it. And it's hard, it's really, really hard. So very, very hard. I make it look easy, but honey, believe me, it's hard. It's hard, it's so incredibly hard. So inconceivably, unbelievably hard. It's hard to be the bard. Honestly, I don't know how I do it. There's only so much of me to go around. I've got so many friends with so many demands, I can hardly go take a pee. Being a freak of the autograph seeker, they all want a piece of me. It's a cross that I bear, I'm like Jesus, I swear it's a burden, but I suffer through it. It's a part of the game, the trappings of fame, but somebody's gotta do it. And I know, I gotta go and get back to my pen and ink. But don't make me do it, don't make me go through it. Could somebody give me a drink? Cause it's hard, it's really, really hard. It's sexy, but it's hard. This bar that I'm raising to be this amazing, it's hard, it's so annoyingly hard. So unavoidably, uncontrollably hard. It's hard to be the bard, baby. Oh, I know writing made me famous, but being famous is just so much more fun. You see, what people just don't understand is that writing's demanding, it's mentally challenging, and it's a bore. It's such a chore to sit in a room by yourself, oh my god, I just hate it. And you're trying to find an opening line or a brilliant idea, and you're pacing the floor and hoping for, well, just a bit of divine intervention. That one little nugget, that one little spark, and eureka, you find that you're ready to start. So now you can write, right? Wrong, you're not even close. You remember that, damn it, your play has to be in iambic pentameter. So you write down a word, but it's not the right word. So you try a new word, but you hate the new word. And you need a good word, but you can't find the word. But where is it? What is it? What is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. Oh! Oh, hello!
You asked for information on what Nicholas Bond is writing. Our spy is here with the news.
Did you see me losing it?
He's half blind, sir.
Oh, good, then we only saw half of it. You see what I did? Speak, man, what news?
I saw Nick Bottom, I did. He paid a soothsayer to see what Shakespeare's next greatest hit would be.
That sneaky little thief! Why doesn't he come up with his own ideas? No, it is, isn't it? It's really the worst. Makes me wonder why I didn't think of that first. Hard to alleviate the pressure to create. Hard to do something as good as the last thing I did, which was already great. It's hard. Well, I'll hoist him by his baton. All that I need is a clever disguise. I'll make him pay for his devious lies. Let him do all the tedious stuff, the work that's terribly and unbearably hard. All right, Nick Bottom, I think Shakespeare needs to find out what Shakespeare's next big hit will be. Because it's hard. It's hard. It is hard. Fortune and fame, everyone knows my name. I can't help it, it's still freaking hard.
That was Canyon Novick explaining all of the difficulties of fame with Hard to be the Bard from the musical Something Rotten. Next, the Oak Forest Concert Choir will be singing a chorus line from A Chorus Line.
5, 6, 7, 8.
How many people does he need?
summer shoes with extra socks. Run 7 blocks in nothing flats. Well, I could do that. I could do that. I got to class and had it paid, and so I stayed the rest of my life. All thanks to Saints, now married and fat. I could do this.
within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leave. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Something I cannot change, but till I try I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love, I guess I'm lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'd sooner die defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. Unlimited, my future is unlimited, and I've just had a vision almost like a prophecy. I know it sounds truly crazy, and true, the vision's hazy, but I swear someday I'll be flying so high, defying gravity, with you and I, defying gravity. They'll never pull me down. So if you can't find me, look to the western sky. As someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. To those who know me, take a message back from me. Tell them how I am defying gravity. I'm flying high, I'm defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in green now. And nobody in all of Oz, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me down. Bring me
Thank you to Kinsey Carrera for that performance of Defying Gravity from Wicked. You know, Defying Gravity is where we got the name for our show tonight, Defying Epilepsy. From what I've read about Camp Blackhawk, that's a very fitting title, very fitting song. Especially look at some of those lyrics. I'm through accepting limits because someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. You can really see the spirit of Camp Blackhawk, that those campers don't have to accept that they have a limitation, but instead can grow and try new things together in an environment that allows them to do so. At this time, I'd like to bring up Mr. Pasek, the director that prepared all these wonderful performances tonight. I'd like to invite him up to the stage. Just give him a round of applause.
Can we do this for me, please? Can I have all the kids, I'd like all my kids to come on up, get into your places, please. If you would, please. Everybody, I want all kids on the stage. Open up the curtains, please. Please open the curtains.
All choir kids get in your positions.
All choir kids get in your positions. Curtain open. 2 years ago, students came up to me and said, "Hey, Mr. Pasek, let's do a concert. Let's do a Disney concert. Let's not do just a concert. Let's do something back for the community." And I thought, because I was always wanting, to do something like that, and so I was like, "Wow, that's a great idea." And so they put it together, and they put together the Disney, and we had it 2 years ago. It was phenomenal. And my students are like, "Mr. Pasek, let's do another one next year, and let's do it every year." And I'm like, hold on, let's do it, let's do it every other year. And they said, okay. So the seniors this year, and there's four girls. There's Molly, and there's Kinsey, Alyssa, and Miriam. They stepped it up, and they organized the music for the choir, and they organized the decorations and food and fundraising. We then had a couple of other juniors, and Maddie and Olivia and Nathan that stepped up as well. And there's no way that, as a director, that I could do something like this without the assistance. Sometimes I would say the assistance of parents, but this time it's assistance of these kids behind me. Finding out what are we going to do? And then there was this young lady, her name is Annie East Gangloff. She said, "Mr. Pasek, let's do it for epilepsy." And she explained, and we had a panel of the kids, and we all discussed it. And the kids voted, and they said, let's do it for Epilepsy Foundation, and let's do it for a young man who passed away to epilepsy, and that was Connor Morrissey. He passed away last year, and it was exactly because of the fact that he went into a convulsion. And to know that, passionately for that family going through that hardship, and knowing that we as a family behind, we can acknowledge and further acknowledge the spirit of Connor Morrissey. So at this time, I would like the Morrissey family, if you would come up here, please. Morrissey family, please come here. Come on. I can't see anything because of the spotlights. This is Bree. This is Ronan. Oh my goodness, little Morrissey. Hey, what is it? Sorry, Nolan. Mrs. Morrissey, Mr. Morrissey. You guys are great people, and we just like, as a family here, music family, we'd like to say thank you for everything, and for you to continue for the Foundation of Epilepsy in Camp Blackhawk. And we hope that, can I have a check? Thank you. We raised tonight from the families that are out here, we raised a total of $1,700 for Defying Epilepsy, for the Epilepsy Foundation. So we want to say from our heart to yours, thank you very much for everything, and God bless. Thank you very much, guys. So we're going to end our program with one of my favorite pieces, one of my favorite musicals called Les Mis. And this song is called One Day More, and we thank you, I want to say to all of you from the bottom of my heart, for being here tonight and to being and sharing with us music here at Oak Forest High School and with Tinley Park High School. We have done nothing but celebrate music. So thank you very much to all of you, Mr. Gonzalez, and for your crew, to the administration here at Oak Forest for letting us use your facility for this. Thank you so much. To Mr. Coy, our piano player, our accompanist. Oh, our accompanist has changed. This is actually Anna Trusendorf. Mr. McCoy is here. And to thank you to Mr. Blakely for being a wonderful MC and helping me out. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And I just have to say, the staff here at Oak Forest are so wonderful too. So for those staff members that are here today, thank you for all of your support as well. I really appreciate it. Mr. Rojek is awesome as well. So thank you very much, and let's do one day more.
Wrong lights.
One day more, another day, another destiny. This never-ending road to Calvary. These men who seem to know my crime will surely come a second time. One day more. One day more.
One more day all on my own.
Will we ever meet again?
One more day with him not
I
caring.
was born to be with you.
What a life I might have known.
And I swear I will be true.
But he never saw me there. One more day before the storm.
I follow where she goes.
And those barricades of freedom.
Join my brothers there.
As our ranks begin to roll.
I say unto I dare.
Will you take your place with me? The time is now. The day is here.
One day more. Revolution we will nip it in the bud. We'll be ready for these schoolboys. They will wet themselves with blood.
Watch 'em run amok, catch 'em as they fall. Never know your luck, but there's a free for all. Here a little tip, there a little touch. Most of them are gone, so they won't miss much. One day to a new beginning. Raise the flag of freedom high. Every man will be a king. Every man will be a king. There's a new world for the winning. There's a new world to be won. Do you hear the people sing? My place is here. I fight for you.
One day more. Follow where they go. I will know the things they know. It's in the blood. Tomorrow is the judgment day.
Tomorrow we'll discover what our God in heaven has in store. One more dawn, one more day, one day
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Have a wonderful and safe evening home. Drive safely. And goodbye. Have a Davidson. There we go.